Hello, you're watching Got Space Game and it's time for DCS in 3 or less. Today we're in the F14 Tomcat, showing how to cold start and take off the front seat with Jester helping out in the back. We're on a carrier and we're already set up for stored heading in the mission editor. So let's jump in the cockpit and get started. Bring up the comms menu, call the ground crew, turn on the ground power and the ground air supply. Turn on your oxygen and set a hot mic. Bring up the Jester menu. Okay. Option 3 for startup.
ICS comm check.
Arm the ejection seat and respond to the comms check with loud and clear.
Yep.
Jester's going to close the canopy.
Closing canopy. Check.
Wait for the canopy to close and for Jester to give you the OK to start.
Let's start.
Right-click the engine start switch to crank the right engine. Wait for the right engine gauge to climb and stabilise around the second tick mark. Click on the right throttle to send fuel to the engine. Watch for the right engine gauges to climb further and for the engine start switch to centralise. Once the switch is in the middle, you can left-click it to crank the left engine. Wait for the left engine gauge to reach the second tick mark and then click on the left throttle to send fuel to the engine. Turn on your pitch, roll and yaw stability augmentation. Turn the TACAN to transmit-receive mode. Set the UHF radio to both. Bring up the kneeboard to find your carrier TACAN channel. Click the middle of the TACAN dial to change the last digit. You can't change the first 2 digits, those are preset. Switch to the correct X or Y channel. Turn on the VDI, HUD and HSD. Turn the HSD mode to TID so you can see how Jester's getting on in the back. Bring up the Jester menu and select minimum weapons launch.
Okay.
That gives us a good compromise between alignment accuracy and the time taken to do the alignment. Turn on your radio altimeter with a twist of the knob. Keep turning to set your caution height. Zero your barometric altimeter. Click the dial to uncage your backup ADI. Set your steering mode to TACAN. Turn on the ICLS. Set the air conditioning source to both engines. Set the ammo counter to 650 rounds. If your VDI is covered by a red filter, click the center to remove it. Also remove the HUD filter. Set the VDI and HUD brightness. Call the ground crew to turn off the ground electric and ground air supplies.
Copy. Copy. Ready to taxi.
When Jester tells you we're ready to taxi, call the ground crew to remove the wheel chocks. Set the HSD back to nav mode and adjust the course knob to the carrier's course. Turn nose wheel steering on. Release the parking brake. Throttle up and taxi to the catapult. This motion of the wands indicates to come forward, and crossed ones says to brake. That's the signal to kneel. Click this switch down to do so. With this signal, push forward to the catapult. And stop. Finally, let's do the wings. Yellow lever forward, click to push it down, close the cover, push the reset button, and press Wing Sweep Auto. On this signal, apply takeoff throttle. In the F14A, that's full afterburner. In the F14B, that's full military power. Use the DLC thumb wheel to put maneuvering flaps on. Give a salute, and hold on tight. I've been Dan, you've been watching DCS in 3 or less from Got Space Game. Hit that subscribe button for more 3-minute DCS tutorials covering all of your favourite modules.